What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I talked about this on the live stream, right? This was the full conversation of what the live stream was about. However, we had a lot of things that were mixed in there. So I wanted to give, my opinion on whether a reverse split will work and kind of breaking down what is a reverse split because people had those questions, but a lot of people didn't get their answers as they came in late because we did start getting a little bit of viewers as we started to leave. It was like 250 viewers, 300 viewers as we were leaving. So naturally, we were getting a lot of questions on what was being displayed, which was about the reverse split. Now, they can go back and watch the whole thing and get a bunch of stuff in the middle, or you can get an explanation here, and we will break down what it is and whether I believe it will work. So, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel quite a bit. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, feel free to do that. Those links are in the description as well. So first, let's break down what a reverse split is and why they would end up doing it, right? So typically a reverse split is done within the stock market. A lot of times when interest is lost within a position, you're seeing less volume that's going through it. And what they will do is decide to split or reverse split the position. Right. So they will take a 10-to-1 split or 2-to-1 split or whatever the split ends up being. Basically, if I have 10 coins, I will give you the 10 coins, give back the 10 coins, and they would give me one. Now, that one would be at a higher value because of the fact that it is at the same market cap. Now, if the market cap decides to increase, we see more of a push, then the price moves a lot more aggressively than the other one. You're probably saying, okay, well, that makes sense. I can make so much money from that. Well, understand that you would be decreasing your position from 10 to 1. So if it does go, let's say up to $1, let's say it was worth less than $1 and it does go up to $1, you now hold $1 worth of that position. And if you held before and you saw an opportunity to where your 10 could be worth $10, well, now you can have that 10 be worth $10. However, at the moment, it's probably still worth only $1. So the potential was there, but with the reverse split, they kind of take away that potential. Hopefully that makes sense. So people are saying that that's the best option for Terra Luna Classic, that if we do a reverse split, that we will find a way to reestablish the algorithm. We would be able to reestablish or repeg USTC with a reverse split because now we're seeing a higher price point, which it can support USTC at a dollar pegged price. But right now it can't really support it because it's at a fraction of a penny, right? So we would need so much Terra Luna Classic in order to support even one USTC at the current price, which is like, what, 2 cents, 3 cents or so? So that's really what a reverse split is. So where is this all coming from? Where there has been multiple proposals, but there's a recent proposal that's in deposit. So looking for people to deposit to it. Now, I'm not saying that you need to deposit to it because people are depositing to it and we're seeing about 2%. And maybe they're depositing to it because of the fact that I'm saying something about it. Maybe they resonate with it. But this is what it is. So reverse split was submitted 1 day ago. It's 11/23/2. It's at about 2% of the deposit. It ends in 13 days. Most companies in the stock market will split their stock price to make more affordable, appealing, or everyday for everyday buyers. The strategy is purely psychological, as the value of your holding will stay the same, but your circulating supply will go from 6.9 trillion to 690 billion. Your Lunic bags will lose a zero, but the price of Lunic with a circulating supply below 1 trillion should bring us very close to $1. Now, no, that last part is wrong. It still will bring us the ability to get to $1 a lot quicker, but it will take away gains from where we are, right? So let's say we have 1 million coins. If you take away 1 zero from your million coins, you have 100,000 coins. So you have 10% of what you had previously. Which doesn't sound good for anybody. A lot of people are like, oh, I just want to hold on to what I hold on to. And people will choose greed over anything. But a lot of people believe that this will work. The reason why they believe this will work is because of that, where it's like 690 billion. 690 billion sounds a hell of a lot better than 6.9 trillion. However, your position gets decreased, their position gets decreased, everybody's position gets decreased, which means that you're not only looking at a level to where you're decreasing your position by 1% if you're doing the burn tax and you're going through multiple transactions and all of that. You're decreasing your position basically by 90%. However, the gains that you have won't be exactly the same, but you will see less of those gains. Instead of you making $1 million, maybe you'll make $100,000. Instead of you making $2 million, you make $200,000. Things like that. So let me tell you the reason why this could work and can't work, and the situations that it would work and won't work. So understand that right now, I don't believe that it is the time to do a reverse split. And somebody kind of confused this because they jumped into my live as I was saying the time where it would work. So understand that you need to hear both of them. Right now is not the time that it would be a great situation to do a reverse split. Why? Reverse split is for things that have less popularity, less interest. So if something loses interest and you're not seeing the transactions or the ability to burn down the supply, right? Because right now we have the ability because we have a lot of transactions that are going through, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of transactions that are going through. If we were down to single digit millions, well, then we can say, all right, well, we don't see the interest, we don't see the hype. We can do a reverse split because we have no opportunity to burn down that much of the supply with where the price is right now. So it will take away interest from it. And we don't want anyone to take away interest from this position. Because what will happen is typically when something is popular and you take away their gain potential, people say, F it, I'm done. I'm getting out of the position. I'm taking my gains that I have and I'm leaving the project. Even if it does still have potential, they will leave because you're taking away their future gains from gaining $100,000 to gaining $10,000. Now, that $10,000 can't do the same thing that $100,000 can do for that person, right? If they wanted to pay off their house, they wanted to pay off their car, they wanted to do whatever, it can't do the same thing. And 70% or majority of the people that are in Terra Luna Classic are in it for those larger gains. And with that extra piece, a 10% of their position is probably held for helping out the overall project and making sure that we get this fully revived and supporting it for the long term. But majority of their position is ready to be sold at a higher price so that they can profit out of it. So that's why it will not work in the time that we are now. Like right now, it will not work. However, in the future, if we see a loss in interest, if we see a loss in popularity, it can work. Because if we don't have the ability to burn Terra Luna Classic at the same levels not the same levels now, because I feel like we're not burning at a high rate. But if we can't burn Terra Luna Classic at a high level, and we've proven we can't do that, well, a reverse stock split or reverse split is the way to go, and not at a 10-to-1, at a 1,000-to-1. And the reason why it would be a 1,000-to-1 because we would just automatically want to accept a certain return. So the 100x return, 1,000x returns, 10,000x return would be out the window at that point, and we wouldn't focus on that. We would just hope for the best for the Terra Luna Classic community and push for a 10x, 20x, maybe 30x return, from where we are. So that's why I'm saying that it can work, but it also can't work at the same time. Or I guess if you're looking at it the way that I displayed it, it can't work or it can work at the same time, but it just depends on what the situation is. This is why I'm always talking about variables. Variables matter because if we have interest, then it makes no sense to do a split. If we don't have interest, maybe it makes more sense to do some sort of a split. But we're not at that point yet. So it doesn't make sense to even not bring it up because it's great to talk about, just to have knowledge of it. But for us to even make this really a proposal, it is not something that we should have. So in my opinion, it's not worth it, not worth anybody's time. It's not worth your money, your Lunix spending this, because some people don't even have $1 million. And if you're putting all this money in here in order to get this proposal to be voted on, I mean, I'm not 100% for it. So anyways, that's my opinion on the reverse stock split. Hopefully you guys got all of this from this video and you don't have to go back to the live stream, which is an hour and 40 minutes long. So this just breaks it down in a matter of 10 minutes. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, follow me on TikTok, all my other YouTube channels, everything. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.